This time we will be painting white daffodil with beautiful ruffled yellow colored center part. An outline drawing is done, removing the excess amount of graphite off the paper. Remember that this is a white subject on the white paper, so minimum of graphite marks should be visible. If needed, remove with extra care, but be very careful not to ruin the paper. And when you are transferring the drawing, don't push too hard with the pencils, so there isn't a very hard marks of graphite lines. Now we can mix watercolors. Adding water to color palette. For the first, I'm taking Ultramarine Blue, Manganese Violet, and a little touch of transparent yellow to get gray color mix for shadow parts of the daffodil flower. Testing on a piece of paper, diluting with water if required, adding more ultramarine or more manganese violet to achieve really nice and subtle gray color. For the second color mix, I'm taking Indian yellow with alizarin crimson and Perylene Maroon for the third mix with Indian yellow. Also testing on a piece of paper to see what colors I have. And fourth mix, Indian yellow. Adding Sennelier Red, Perylene Maroon, and seeing which color is most closer to the this center part. And I see that Sennelier Red is the best addition to this Indian yellow color. Now taking back my drawing and original paper, be sure that your water is clean after mixing watercolors. We are starting from the white part of this daffodil flower, so be sure that your water is clean and brush is clean and there isn't any yellow or red watercolors left in your brush. Now I'm starting with the darkest petal of daffodil, which is completely covered with center part and is away from the light source. As you can see, I'm painting very transparent, adding slowly. If I look at the reference, I see that that petal is very dark, but I'm not in hurry to put a very dark layer, and be very careful with gray watercolor mixes. Be sure that there is not too much ultramarine or not too much transparent yellow, just in the middle of all the pigments to get this nice pale gray color. And slowly moving to other petal, which is also quite dark. I always start from the darker parts, which are where I am more confident, but still I'm going there very transparent. I know that I can go darker anytime, any minute, but it will be harder, especially with white flowers. It will be harder to make it lighter. Painting layer after layer with transparent watercolors, and as you can see, slowly those petals start to emerge from the white surface, and I'm not using any white color. I'm just painting the negative space, the shadow space, and that's how I'm showing you that those petals are white, by exaggerating, making contrast on the darker areas. One section at a time, one petal at a time, going transparently, slowly, and doing the rest of the petals forward. Now the petals are covered with the first layer of transparent watercolors, and be sure that everything now is dry to start the center part, which is very bright yellow. Applying a very thin watery layer and avoiding the middle part, the very center part, which we will be painting later. Now I'm just painting the yellow part, taking Indian yellow. Also, this is a watery and transparent layer, covering the center part and avoiding the very middle part. Now I'm at the finishing stage of painting this daffodil flower, adding more contrast to white petals with gray color, and building some folds, some shadow areas with fine brush strokes. I really enjoyed painting this beautiful spring flower daffodil. Hope you learned something new and you painted with me this daffodil flower. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. See you in my next tutorials. Bye bye.